underneath. So we've got it's got a little gauge at the side, and line it up and lower the foot down and it catches it. Okay, so I always put the thread through the buttonhole, through there as well, so you can have the threads going backwards and away. Next thing we need to do is we need to know how big our buttonhole is, our button is. So measure the button, and we can either measure it with a tape measure, so that is 15 millimeters, or you can measure it with the little gauge on the side of the buttonhole foot. So it's all about the size of the button denotes where the starting and stopping point is. So it's 15 millimeters, so we start from here, so it's 5, 10, 15 millimeters. So that point there is our start and stop point. And the little hole we've got here is the size that the buttonhole is going to be. Okay, so we've got our little front of our blouse just here, and we've marked where the buttonhole's going to go. So you'll see these little markings on your pattern, and they're the buttonhole markings.
So it's exactly the length of the diameter of the button.
Well, it depends on which size button. It's almost just positioning them in the, it's giving it a position, and what you would do is practice it on a bit of scrap so that you're sure of where the position is going to be. And also have a think about the direction as well, because I've got that going across, and sometimes the buttons are parallel to the fold. I quite like a button like that going across because it doesn't pop so much. You know, a button going that way often go like that and it sort of pops, doesn't it? It pops open. So I like them going that way. I think men's buttonholes are often the other way, aren't they? When you're ironing a shirt. Okay. So we need to start, we need to position the marking, and I'm not going to worry about the foot at the moment. I'm just going to lower the needle so that the needle's in the top bit of the marking for the buttonhole. Then I'm just going to slide my tray about until the arrow is on the start position. And then put the foot down. And then I'm just going to start sewing. So when I start sewing, this white foot will move along this tray, and we're going to stop sewing when the front bit of the white foot reaches the end of the tray. So you can see just there, it's perhaps get another stitch. Yeah, we're right at the end. So we've done the number 1. So now I'm going to click it to number 2. So at the end just here, we're going to do 8 stitches. Oh, that might have been 9. Any more than that, and it gets really lumpy underneath. And 8 seems to hold anyway. Every time you finish one of the steps, make sure you turn your hand wheel so that your needle's out, because when you move, it does clunk about a bit, and you don't want the fabric to be captured as well. So next we're going on to number 3, and that will automatically put the machine in reverse, and all we need to do is just keep sewing until we get to that start point again. So we just, yeah, about there. So we're going to sew to there, and then we go back and we do number 4, and again 8 stitches at the top. That's it, all there is to it.